Chapter 43. Against a mid-level spiritual beast. With a quick glance at the 5 spirit beasts that had rushed over, Xiaoyan instantly determined the strength of these 5 spirit beasts. Yi Tianchen wasn't too ruthless. Among these spirit beasts, only 2 had reached the level of mid-tier spirit beasts. The other 3 were stronger than this red spirit tiger. However, they were still low-grade spirit beasts. Such a lineup, even if they couldn't defeat it, escaping wouldn't be difficult. As these thoughts flashed through his mind, Xiaoyan's movements weren't slow at all. The right fist wrapped in the Chaos Great Monarch flame turned into a huge golden fist, smashing towards the red spiritual tiger. The barrier only managed to slightly block the attack of the huge fist before it quietly shattered. Under the shocked and furious expression of the red spirit tiger, the enormous golden fist ruthlessly sent it flying. With a sorrowful roar, the red spirit tiger turned into a wisp of soul force and disappeared. After killing the red spiritual tiger, which was equivalent to the peak of 9 sovereign warriors with a single punch, Xiaoyan's expression did not change at all. The instant the huge golden fist was thrown out, the heavenly phoenix wings on Xiaoyan's back fluttered. He brought the former along and left the ground. In the next moment, almost at the same instant, the red spirit tiger was sent flying. A black shadow as fast as lightning pounced towards where Xiaoyan was standing. Under the attack of the sharp claws, rocks were sent flying. In the blink of an eye, a big hole had been created in the grassland. Xiaoyan, who managed to dodge in time, couldn't help but suck in a breath of cold air in his heart. The speed of this mid-grade spirit beast was just too fast. It was comparable to him activating the heavenly phoenix wings with all his strength. Looking over, this middle-grade spirit beast was a black scorpion. Its eyes were the size of a grain of rice. It was a scorpion tail that glittered with a green light. A cold light was flashing on its tail, and it was shaking uncontrollably. The black scorpion raised its pair of pincers and looked at Xiaoyan with its green eyes. It made a hoarse sound, as if it was tearing apart a piece of cloth. A moment later, the other 4 spirit beasts also appeared in this place. One of them was a white 3-tailed fox at the same level as the black scorpion. Its 3 white tails looked very gorgeous. Xiaoyan let out a light breath. He flipped his right hand and the profound heavy ruler appeared in his hand. Xiaoyan's eyes flashed with a bright light. Even if he had the strength of 8 emperors, there were 2 different concepts between emperors and imperial masters. He had never fought a sovereign master before, so he did not know the exact strength of the spirit beast. Furthermore, facing 5 spirit beasts, with his low emperor-level cultivation technique, his origin monarch key probably wouldn't be able to hold on for long. I have to fight for a quick end. With a soft moan, Xiaoyan's expression began to turn serious. He looked at the few spirit beasts below him that were threatening to attack him. Xiaoyan lightly shouted and waved his profound heavy ruler to dive down. The black ruler carried a strong wind-breaking sound as it violently smashed towards the 5 spirit beasts on the ground like meteorites and fell. The black scorpion let out a hissing sound. Suddenly, a bright light flashed on its scorpion tail, and it threw out a few sharp rays of light. The rays of light hit the profound heavy rulers, causing their falling speed to slow down. The 3-tailed white fox cried out softly as thick origin monarch key covered its 3 tails. In the next moment, 3 white tails suddenly extended and wrapped around the profound heavy ruler before throwing it into the middle of a few spirit beasts. Xiaoyan, who used the profound heavy ruler as bait and blinded a few Xiaoyans, had just appeared behind a black wolf at the rank of 9 paths when he saw the profound heavy ruler being taken away. His mind moved slightly and was sensed by the black scorpion. The scorpion tail instantly extended and stabbed towards where Xiaoyan was. Xiaoyan's expression changed slightly. He didn't have time to prepare the sky spill fist to its strongest state before he hurriedly attacked the black wolf. Once the monarch skill was used, Xiaoyan immediately flapped his heavenly phoenix wings and flew into the sky, dodging the attack of the scorpion tail. The black wolf whimpered when it was hit by Xiaoyan's sky spill fist, which hadn't reached its strongest state yet. Its body only shook slightly before it recovered. It didn't suffer much damage. After returning to midair, Xiaoyan looked at the profound heavy ruler that landed beside the black scorpion. He could not help but smile bitterly. Initially, he wanted to use the profound heavy ruler as bait to deal with the 3 sovereign rank spirit beasts. He did not expect that this fellow would notice. Could it be that the intermediate emperor-ranked spirit beasts already had such high intelligence? On a green mountain peak in the distance, Yi Tianqian saw this scene through the soul mirror. He could not help but laugh. This black scorpion and three-tailed fox are the spiritual talisman beasts of the two famous families in Spirit Domain when I was traveling around Spirit Domain. They have the ability to kill heavenly sovereign warriors, and now I'm using them to create these two emperor-level spirit beasts. By giving them the intelligence of low emperor-level heavenly beasts, I should be able to give you a good time. After looking at them for a while more, Yi Tianqian once again laughed mockingly. You can't just hang around in the sky like this. Didn't you want to play? I'll let you play enough. While laughing, a surge of soul power surged out from between Yi Tianqian's brows once again. In the blink of an eye, it turned into a black sparrow that was several meters long. Looking closely, it actually looked somewhat similar to the azure ancient profound bird. Hee, Xiao Yan, I'm not ruthless either. This little black sparrow. Oh, no, it's the azure ancient profound bird. It's just the strength of two sovereign masters. It's only slightly stronger than the poison dragon king scorpion and the three-tailed heavenly demon fox. He watched as the little black sparrow charged into the dense forest below like a bolt of black lightning. Yi Tianqian narrowed his eyes and said softly. Xiao Yan stabilized his body in midair and clenched his fists. Two exquisite jade fire lotuses rose up. Under Xiao Yan's control, they were like two shooting stars. They rushed towards the five spirit beasts on the ground at an extremely strange angle. They could feel the danger that was almost negligible on the fire lotuses. The black scorpion and the three-tailed fox, who possessed the intelligence of a low-grade heavenly beast, did not dodge. They only lowered their heads slightly. In order to avoid the high temperature, the other three spirit beasts left the place. They dispersed in all directions. Xiao Yan sneered in his heart. Under his control, the two Xiao Yans accurately landed on the empty space between the spirit beasts. In an instant, the dust and dirt flew into the air, and everything became blurry. Borrowing the impact of the fire lotus's explosion, the profound, heavy ruler was also sent flying backwards. Xiao Yan's hand moved quickly and caught it in his hand in an instant. After which, his body moved and did not stop for a moment. Taking advantage of the moment when the dust and dirt had lost sight of him, he relied on his soul strength to clearly reflect everything below in Xiao Yan's mind. With a faint smile, Xiao Yan's body rushed into the dust like a lightning bolt. In the next moment, a black wolf flew backwards with a miserable cry. Its body collided with a huge tree and turned into a wave of soul force that disappeared without a trace. With Xiao Yan's current strength, even if he didn't use the Monarch Flame secret skill, through the Monarch Flame mantra skill, his terrifying strength had skyrocketed. Basically, any spirit beast below the Divine Master level could be dealt with by a single punch, but against a mid-level Divine Master level spirit beast, that was not necessarily the case. Compared to a low-grade spirit beast, a middle-level spirit beast was not only powerful in terms of physical strength. Some of the special abilities of some spirit beasts were slowly unearthed. More importantly, they began to develop their intelligence and no longer blindly clashed with each other. In short, compared to the low-grade spirit beasts, the middle-grade spirit beasts were much more mature. This was also the reason why Xiao Yan did not have the confidence to kill a middle-grade spirit beast with a single punch. After killing the black wolf with a single strike, Xiao Yan took advantage of the fact that the dust had not yet dispersed to leap up and arrive next to another low-grade spirit beast. This spirit beast's sense of smell might be extremely sharp. Just as Xiao Yan approached it, the spirit beast immediately let out a low cry and charged towards Xiao Yan's position. Xiao Yan coldly snorted. He could clearly see the scene within a few meters with his soul force. How could he be defeated in an easy task? With a sway of his body, he easily dodged the spirit beast's attack. The Chaos Great Monarch Flame wrapped around Xiao Yan's palm and struck the spirit beast's neck. In an instant, the blazing flame swallowed the spirit beast. Without even letting out a wail, the spirit beast's head was separated from its body and it fell to the ground unwillingly. From the moment Xiao Yan threw out the fire lotus to the moment he killed the second spirit beast, only a few seconds had passed. The dust that was stirred up by the explosion had yet to dissipate. Just as Xiao Yan was planning to increase the battle results and get rid of the last low-grade spirit beast, a loud and clear bird cry suddenly sounded from the distant sky. The bird's cry initially sounded very vague, but it was vaguely heard. In the next moment, the bird's cry resounded in the sky. It was like a thunderclap that shook the sky until it buzzed. Xiao Yan, who was about to make his move, suddenly changed his expression. Without thinking, he leapt up. The heavenly phoenix wings appeared in an instant and flapped violently, bringing Xiao Yan into the sky. Swoosh! It was like the sound of a sharp blade that could split the heavens and the earth. A black figure streaked through the air like a bolt of lightning, leaving behind a faint trace as it flashed past. Xiao Yan narrowly avoided this slash. Even though he had been on the edge of death countless times, he still felt a cold sweat on his back. The feather brushed past his neck. Feeling the cold and sharp pain on his neck, Xiao Yan took a deep breath and did not have time to think. He increased the speed of the heavenly phoenix wings to the limit and dodged far away. When he saw the face of the black shadow clearly, Xiao Yan couldn't help but be stunned. After that, he said with his mouth agape. Kang, azure ancient profound bird, how is this possible? The little black sparrow stopped in the air and flapped its small wings. Its cold eyes stared straight at Xiao Yan. At its tail, a few elegant and noble feathers were raised high. It looked like a queen, high and mighty. This guy, don't tell me he really is an azure ancient profound bird. With a bitter smile, Xiao Yan sent out his soul force from between his eyebrows. He carefully observed the little black sparrow. If this really was a shrunken azure ancient profound bird, then there wouldn't be much left to fight. With her old man's powerful and limitless strength, she might as well surrender. As soon as his soul energy touched the little black sparrow, Xiao Yan felt as if a firefly was competing with the sun and moon. The soul pressure that came from Hao Han's soul made Xiao Yan's expression slightly change. He hurriedly withdrew his soul energy. Xiao Yan was amazed by Yi Tianshan's powerful soul energy, and the way he looked at the little black sparrow became even stranger. Judging from the probing just now, this little guy was also created by Yi Tianshan using his soul power. However, the key and spirit of the real azure ancient profound bird were somewhat similar. This caused Xiao Yan to be shocked. How powerful is the soul of the Supreme Saint? When he thought of the azure ancient profound bird, the guardian of the forest domain, when faced with so many mighty warriors of the barbarian domain, he was awe-inspiring. However, he was sent flying by Yi Tianshan's huge soul palm, which had caused a huge damage to his origin. Xiao Yan couldn't help but smack his lips. That kind of strength, it might really be heaven-defying. The sneak attack didn't succeed. The little black sparrow let out a few soft chirps and rushed towards Xiao Yan once again. Its black wings were like a feather blade, tearing through the air and rushing towards Xiao Yan. It carried a strong sense of oppression and slashed at Xiao Yan. Xiao Yan was once again shocked by the little black sparrow's speed. He didn't dare to be careless. The Chaos Great Monarch flame instantly covered his entire body. At the same time, he flapped his heavenly phoenix wings slightly to avoid the attack of the little black sparrow. 2 consecutive attacks were dodged by Xiao Yan. The little black sparrow, which had a trace of the proud aura of the azure ancient profound bird, let out a furious cry. As it flapped its wings, rays of light shot out from its body. As if it had eyes, the rays of light rushed towards Xiao Yan as soon as they appeared. The poisonous scorpion and the 3-tailed white fox on the ground had calmed down ever since the little black sparrow appeared. They quietly watched the human and bird battle in the sky without any intention of interfering. In a short while, hundreds of black rays of light shot out from the little black sparrow's body and silently attacked Xiao Yan. Under the strange silence, there was a fatal danger hidden. It's really the same as the real azure ancient profound bird. This thought flashed across Xiao Yan's mind. In his eyes, there was a black ray of light that was getting closer and closer. The black ray was like a rainbow as it streaked across the sky, attacking Xiao Yan in an extremely calm manner. Xiao Yan clenched his fist slowly. At this moment, he was locked by this key and could not escape. He could only fight with all his strength. Immediately, he let out a soft shout and the remaining origin monarch key in his body started circulating crazily. The energy of the 4 origin chains was being consumed rapidly. In just a few breaths' time, the dense origin monarch key had surrounded Xiao Yan. In the blink of an eye, hundreds of black lights carrying a fierce attack rushed towards Xiao Yan. Chapter end.